Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Really quick intro. I originally said that I wasn't going to do an intro for this video because I didn't want it to be too long, and then it got kind of long. But I don't want that to discourage you from watching this video. I absolutely think that this look is something that people who are on, budgeted for time in the morning when they're getting ready for school because they don't want to get up super early. I definitely think that this look is doable for you people who are still in high school or even in college and you just don't want to spend too much time getting ready in the morning, but you still like to do a full face of makeup. The only reason that this video is so long is because I like to talk, obviously, but I give tips throughout the video that I think are going to help you shorten the time that it takes you to do your makeup in the morning. So I hope that doesn't discourage you from watching. I hope you will keep watching and find out how I got this look. Anyway, today is going to be a back to school makeup look. I know a lot of people have been uploading back to school makeup looks for a while. And I guess some places have already started school, but where I'm from, school has not started yet. College always starts before high school and everything does, and I haven't even gone back to college yet. So where I'm living, there's still time for people to watch these videos, and if you have already started school, it's okay because even if you've been back for like a month, there's still over 150 days for you to try out 150 different kinds of makeup when you go to school. So I'm just going to get right into it and start. First things first, obviously, I've pulled my hair back and I do have my eyebrows done. I've talked about that in my last video. It just saves time and it's redundant, and so many people have better brow routines than I do. So whatever, but we're first going to start by priming our face. Today I'm going to use my Almay Smart Shade Perfect and Correct Primer. This claims to instantly smooth and color correct skin because it comes out green and purple instead of like a normal color. It says lavender to even out and brighten skin tone, green to reduce redness. I don't really think it does either of those things, but I like the way that it feels, and it does have glycerin in it as one of the first ingredients, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that today because if you're doing back to school makeup, if you're doing makeup beforehand for school, you're going to want it to stick to your face, obviously, because I don't know about you guys, but when I was in high school, I definitely didn't have time during the day to be touching up my makeup, and I also didn't want to like have to bring my makeup with me to school, you know what I mean? Like, I like to leave that at home. I have like the world's biggest forehead. I like to, leave my makeup at home and not have to worry about that during the day. When you're in high school, you don't have that much time to get ready. I mean, you do if you get up really early, but I got up at 6 a.m. and I did minimal makeup, and I don't think I usually even ate breakfast. So like, if I can show you a makeup look that's going to take hopefully not that long, that you can get done and get out the door and look alive and look like you're trying a little bit if you want to, and not have to take all of that time in the morning like you might if you were doing like a full face of makeup, then that's why I'm making this video, I guess. I don't know if any of that made sense. Maybe it didn't, but got it. Yeah, I just want this makeup look to be something easy, something that like everybody can achieve, and also something that isn't going to waste all of your time in the morning. So let's keep going. I'm going to prime my eyes with Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. This is just the only eye primer that I have. A lot of people use concealer I've seen in videos, but I don't know. I tried the Maybelline Fit Me concealer on my eyes, and at first I was like, ooh, this is nice. I like this, it comes off white pretty much, so it makes the shadows look really nice, but I had the worst like shadow meltdown of my entire life, honestly, when I used that, so I would never suggest anybody using that. So yes, I've just primed my eyelids to get them ready for eyeshadow. I'm going to do my eyeshadow first so it doesn't get all over my foundation. That's going to save time for you. Like, if you do your foundation first and then you do your eyeshadow and it gets on your foundation, that's more time spent brushing it off, trying to redo some of your foundation. So I definitely always recommend to do your eyeshadows first. I'm going to be using this palette. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World's Traveler palette. I'm sorry, it was probably really hard to see it if I was like doing that. So yeah, we're just going to use this palette today. I really like it, and I think it's got some great shades for like a really neutral, basic look. So I'm just going to get started. I've got my brushes here, and the first thing I'm going to do is actually going to use the brush from the palette, which is this one right here. I actually really like this like fluffy crease blending whatever brush that comes on the end of this. So I'm going to go first right into Morocco, which is this shade right here. So I'm just going to start sweeping that into my crease. Ugh. I don't know, I just made a noise like, ugh, like I was mad, but I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud a little bit. Yeah. So that's all blended in there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this e.l.f. Professional Eye Crease brush. It's just like a tiny little tapered brush. There's a million ones like it, but this one was like $1, so I would absolutely recommend this one, I guess. So I'm going to go into this color Fudge right here. It's the dark brown right under that transition shade that we use. I don't know if I said that. That one's called Morocco. I probably did, but maybe I didn't. So yeah, we're going to take a little bit of Fudge on this brush, and then we're going to focus it in the outer corner here. I'm just doing a really basic look, and it's taking me longer because I'm trying to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about when I'm done with all of the eyeshadow. I'm going to talk about all of the different options that you can leave out and still look nice. Like, all of these steps are optional. There's like a step 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you can do 1, 2, 3, or 4 steps. So that's what I think is also good about this look. If you're not comfortable doing all of the steps, if you don't have time one day, or if you never have time, like, you can just do an all-over lid shade and be out the door. That's literally what I did in high school, and nobody cared. Whatever you want to do, but I'm just showing you at this point what I would do if I was still in high school. So the point of doing this color is just to sort of add a little bit of depth to your eyes, a little bit accentuate the shape and everything, and make them, I think, look a little bit bigger and deeper, if that makes sense. If you know what I mean by making your eyes look deeper, then good for you. I don't know what I meant. Okay, so that's done. Next thing I'm going to do is just go in with an all-over lid shade, which I'm going to take Bellini right here. It's really pretty. I did this look yesterday, and then I was like, this is what I should do for my back to school look, because it's pretty easy, pretty simple, but still looks really nice. Okay, so the eyes are almost done. I'm just going to go in with my Stila Stay All Day Liquid Liner, and I'm just going to do my wings, because I literally don't go anywhere without my wings, so I'm just going to do my wings. If you don't have time to do wings, or you don't know how to do wings, or you just don't think you're good at doing wings, I would suggest doing like a liner all the way across the lid, a thin line of it. I think it just really adds to your eyes. Yeah, so now I'm just going to go ahead and do my foundation. I would suggest for most people to maybe probably use just one foundation because it's easier, but today, since I am going somewhere after this and I want my face to look a certain way, whatever, I'm going to be mixing 2 foundations. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lumi foundation, and that is in the shade Rose Pearl, which I have said in a million videos before, this shade is not the name of the shade that's available in the US, and I still have to figure out what that one is. But yeah, that one in Rose Pearl, and Too Faced Born This Way in Porcelain. I like the way these two look together, and if you are curious, there is going to be a review / demo on Born This Way coming very soon. I've had it for a few weeks now, and I'm still just figuring out exactly what I think of it, and I really do want to do a review on it because from what I've used so far, I don't think I totally agree with all of the other reviews that I have watched on YouTube. It's not to say that I don't like it, because I mean everybody's raving about it and it is a good foundation, but it isn't my favorite foundation, and I do like it better when I mix it. But I'll get into that in a different video. But yeah, as you can see, since I'm using it, I like it. Okay, so talking about the eyes, I'm just going to tell you the steps that you can do now. If you don't want to do the whole eye look, you can either do step 1, the easiest, would be the all over lid shade of your choice. I used this palette because it had all of the shades that I really wanted to use, but these are all common shades that you can find pretty much anywhere else, I think. So yeah, step 1, all over lid shade, you can do that and be the only eyeshadow you put on your eyes. Step 2 would be all over lid shade and the crease shade, the transition shade. That would be, you know, if you wanted to step it up just a little bit. And then that outer corner shade that deepened it up a little bit, that would be step 3 if you had the time, if you wanted to, if whatever. So you don't have to do this whole look. I'm going to leave my face alone for a minute and I'm going to finish up the eyes. So I'm going to take this Perfect Point Plus eye pencil in black Onyx in my waterline. Today is not going that well for me, by the way, if you can tell. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention, if you have dark circles or if they are a problem for you, go ahead and do the whole concealer thing under there. When I was in school, I absolutely didn't do that, and I don't have a problem with that, so I wouldn't do that, especially if I wanted to save time. But if that's like something that totally bothers you, like, go ahead and do that, obviously. So inner corner highlight, and it's happening. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one right here, which is called Chic, and that's just gonna go on my inner corner. When I forget to do that, I like leave the house and I'm like, oh, I feel naked. I feel less like a mermaid than I usually want to. So whatever. I'm just doing that. Like I said, you can do that with any of the eyeshadow you do, or you can do it not at all. It's up to you. Next, I'm going to move back to my face. Mascara is going to be something I saved for last, and I'm going to tell you why when I get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is bronze up the face. This is totally optional, obviously. I did not do this in high school, and you're definitely not going to want to contour, because contour, blush, whatever, especially your contour though, if you're trying to create that chiseled line, it has a good chance of like fading throughout the day, getting messed up, whatever. And like I said, when I was in high school, like, I didn't have time to be redoing my makeup. So just do a little bronzer, and if it fades throughout the day, then it'll look like you're a little paler, not like your cheekbones are like doing weird things. So just, I'm using this Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brook in Nude Glow. It looks like this on the inside. I'm going to use the 2 darker shades, and I'm just going to go where I would contour, but instead of contouring, I'm just bronzing. And it is shimmery, so we're not going to want to contour with it anyway. And I'm using this Real Techniques multitask brush. And I'm bringing it up onto the forehead because I've mentioned already in this video I have the biggest forehead of life. And just underneath there to sort of bring it all together. That's all you have to do. Then I'm going to do blush. I'm going to use my Hourglass Radiant Magenta. I talked about this in my favorites video for July. I absolutely love this blush. It is very pink, but it has that gold sheen throughout it, so it's just really nice, I think, at least. I'm going to highlight. I'm going to be using Champagne Pop by Becca because it is my favorite highlight. Becca and Jaclyn, whatever. I'm using this e.l.f. Professional Fan Brush, also $1. So then just on the nose, because we know I love to contour my nose. I just said contour. I don't contour my nose ever. I like to highlight my nose. And then just Cupid's bow, and you're Gucci. So for my lips, I'm going to be using just a really nude, shimmery, glossy, sort of chubby pencil. I got this at Sephora in Spain. all of the information on it has rubbed off. Like, I think it was called like a jumbo satin lip pencil or something like that. I've never seen it in Sephora in the States, but so many people have products like this. It's a lot like the Revlon lip butters, I think. I have the one in Creme Brulee, and they look relatively similar, but this one's just a different color, and I think I like it for this look. It's not a lipstick, it's pretty sheer, but I think it just adds a nice touch to the lips instead of having nothing on there. So, mascara. Finally, we're gonna do mascara, and the reason I saved this for last is this. When I was in high school, always did my mascara on the bus because it saves time. Mascara, especially if you're doing more than one coat, you gotta sit there, you gotta wait, it like takes a little while. If you can wait and do your mascara on the bus, on the way to school somehow, if you get driven, if whatever, or even do it in homeroom, which I did plenty of times as well, do that. It will save time. It will absolutely save you time. So I'm gonna do mine right now, but that is the biggest tip I can give you to making your morning routine a little bit quicker. Do your mascara, maybe even your like bottom liner on the bus or in homeroom or in the car, whatever. However you get to school, whenever it makes sense for you to do it. If you don't have time in the morning, which I didn't because I like to get up at the last minute, don't do it at home. Do it then. Nobody cares if you get on the bus without mascara. Everybody's half asleep. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody cares. That was aggressive. I'm sorry. And I'm using Urban Decay Perversion mascara, by the way. And yeah, I still don't know where my eyelash curler is. Actually, that's a lie. I saw it in the laundry room the other day. I don't know why I didn't grab it. It was like in the laundry. I'm weird. I'm really weird. Okay, I am going to put another coat on a little bit later, but for the purpose of this video, you know that I'm going to do that. You don't need to see it. This is basically the finished look. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it maybe helped you a little bit, give you an idea of maybe what you want to do for school, and maybe give you some tips that might make your makeup routine a little bit quicker in the morning. So I'm really happy with the finished look. This is something I would totally do if I was still in high school now. This is totally a look I'm going to be wearing to college as well. So give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, or if you're going to use any of the tips that I gave. And leave a comment down below because I love talking to you guys and I do my best to answer everybody's comments. And please subscribe. I would love it for you guys to join me here in my little family. By the way, I hit 100 subscribers the other day. Thank you guys so much. Oh my god, I need to end this video. It's so long because I like to talk. But don't let that discourage you about this makeup look. It's pretty quick if you don't talk the whole time you're doing it. So that's all for today's video. I will see you guys next time. Bye!